John the Mouse.
The power plant has a long history on the island. It started under the United States Army, with hired civilians and military prisoners, started on building a complex that housed the power plant, laundry, and 4 shops. The smokestack would stand nearly 91 feet high next to the complex. The brickwork has begun for the power plant in July of 1910. The shops have concrete for the second floor poured, and the second floor walls and roof are in place. As August rolls around, brickwork in the power plant is in progress. Reinforced concrete has been completed in the shops. September, the brickwork at the power plant is work in progress. The roof on the shops is waterproofed and the millwork hardware are in place. The plumbing roughed in has been completed and laying of the cement floors is well underway. End of October, the brickwork has been completed at the power plant, and the roof forms are in place and ready for pouring concrete. The smokestack is 90% completed. Concrete floors have been finished except the blacksmith shop. The power plant and the reinforced concrete chimney was completed by the end of November. Pump house has been completed except for the floor. Painting of the shops, laundry, and plumbing has been completed. The smokestack was lined with fire brick with a diameter of 4 feet 10 inches at top and had a 4-inch airspace for 40 feet. I found info that it took 4,000 fire bricks, 1,000 fire clays, and 81 barrels of Portland cement. It was noted that they used reinforcing bars, but not how much was used in the construction. There was talk about $957. Not sure if it was used to pay the workers or if that was the total cost. If you have any more info on that, leave it down below. Now that it's December, boiler and engine foundations for the power plant are being put in. The pump foundations are being for the pump house put in. Shops, cement floors are being laid. Now, after the holidays, in January 1911, in the power plant, the boiler and engines were being set. The pumps are being set in the pump house. The shops, they're about 95% completed. Now, February, the boilers, engines, and other fixtures are in place for the power plant. As March rolls around, we can see the brickwork for one of the battery of the 2 boilers have been completed in the powerhouse. April, things start getting exciting as they start testing steam boilers and the pipes. As we speak, the installation of the heating mains from the powerhouse to the prison is in progress. As the May flowers start popping up, the heating mains in the tunnel have been completed, except for the pipe covering. Next to that line, we have placed an 8-inch water main line going from the prison to the pump house. August, all apparatuses have been installed at the power plant and pump house, and the work is continuing on the suction pipe. The entire complex was finished in January 1912 at a cost of $34,810. The structure was made of reinforced concrete and contained a main unit, 48 by 65 feet, and a wing, 51 by 101 feet. The first floor consisted of a boiler room that was 45 by 40 feet, an engine and dyno room, 20 by 45 feet, a pump room, 15 by 30 feet, a plumbing and machine shop, 15 by 50 feet, got a blacksmith shop, 16 by 50 feet, and a carpenter shop, 16 by 50 feet. The second floor of the wing, measuring 50 by 100 feet, became the new laundry for the prison. Just as a side note, the main prison building was being built at this time too. Now, 11 years later, United States Department of Justice on October 12, 1933 took it over. Later in 1934, money started pouring into the island. At new fire brick furnace lining was installed. 2 years later, at the power plant was completely overhauled with 2 new boilers and a new saltwater pump. Then 3 years later, in 1939 to 1940, the power plant was renovated for $186,000. New equipment included a steam turbine, a diesel engine, pumps, water lines, steam lines, and fuel oil lines. After 1940, when a new industry building was built, the shops of this complex were demolished for only being used for 28 years. Now, for the ones that want to know what powered the island from this plant, it had 3 130 horsepower B&W water tube boilers and 1 208 horsepower Erie City bent water tube boiler. Now, with this steam, it was used for heating buildings and making electricity. They had 2 50 kilowatt compound steam driven that put out 125 250 volt 3-wire direct current generator. They also had 150 watt diesel engine driven 125 250 volt 3-wire direct current generator. Thank you for watching my video. If you like information that you have received here today, I would encourage you to share this with everyone you know. I do have more for you to view. Just press on the button. And if you'd like to subscribe to stay up to date, you can push that button too.